Hello Skillr boxers, today we're breaking down the skills of the Ultimate Warrior.
War, that's what's on my mind.
A boxer who could both outbox and pressure his opponents with a relentless but calculated approach that steadily broke them. Music down, marvelous Marvin Hagler, often regarded as the greatest middleweight of all time, was both relentless and technically brilliant. He had a unique arsenal of skills backed by a relentless strategy that allowed him to destroy the best in his division. So if you want to see the technical side of destruction, then this breakdown is for you.
I realize now what they want to see. Every championship fight, they want to see a knockout. They want to see somebody knocked down. They want to see somebody beat up. So hey, they're talking to Marvin Hagler. They're talking to the right man.
Now let's start from the base boxing. Boxing stance when it comes to his stance. Hagler maintained a solid and responsible high guard. He fought in a neutral posture with his chin tucked smoothly, transitioning his weight from back to front foot, usually keeping his weight slightly forward. Hagler was one of the rare fighters who could effectively switch stances, while he was more comfortable boxing from the southpaw stance. He also controlled the orthodox stance both offensively and defensively. As we'll see later, he didn't just fight from both stances. He was a true switch hitter, seamlessly transitioning between the mid combination to gain an advantage in his attacks. But now let's take a look at his first skill, active at. Active at mid-range when it comes to Hagler's style, he has solid inside game and can also use his footwork from the outside, music. However, where he excels is mid-range.
The job. It seems that Hagler, and there is a left,
which is the space where two boxers can just reach each other with their punches.
Respect for the punching power of Mugabe.
Because mid-range keeps boxers constantly in punching range, staying active is crucial. And Hagler mastered this concept.
With his own right lead, but with the ability, 1 minute 5 seconds into the round.
Of course, many feel it's the advantage of Hagler.
Durant is finding Hagler relatively
elusive, especially at the beginning of fights. He used level changes and press slips while pressing on his front foot to feint opponents and stay off the center line.
almost typical.
These press slips and level changes were not only crucial for defense, but also helped him transition seamlessly into offense, as we'll see in it. This constant movement and change of head slots are reminiscent of modern boxers like Vasil Lomachenko, who uses a similar tactic.
When you're going to move up anyway.
At mid-range, Hag also showcased a highly versatile defense. His high guard was always well positioned, and he remained mindful of his free hand whenever throwing punches, making it difficult for opponents to counter or catch him in between applause shots.
Well, he just threw, but this was great for you.
looping like.
Will that take something out of it?
You know, Tim, when you're a little tired, Richard Steele's doing it.
His punch selection was exceptional, and his uppercuts, especially at mid-range, were well-timed and devastating.
Come out, a much more popular.
Every day, Hagler fought several rounds.
Bother him. There is blood on Hagler now too, but it is.
Straight dart down the middle.
One of his best weapons was his power jab straight down the middle. Hagler would often catch opponents in between their punches, sometimes even hurting them with.
It's going to eventually throw now as well as on top of the left eye.
He was also extremely effective at doubling and tripling the jab, using it with pinpoint accuracy while circling around his opponent and
scores. Since the opening bell has nothing to do with the cut. He has absorbed an awful lot of punishment. 2 right hands.
he also has a great jab variation that's in his arsenal of